Morning San Antonio starts right now.
We'll bring you the sights and sounds from last night's emotional Light the Night event, why it is so important to so many local families.
An argument between neighbors ending in a triple shooting on the city's east side at an apartment complex, what police are still trying to figure out.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 66 degrees to start your Sunday morning. How warm will it get today? Will we see rain and when? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few months. But for now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Sunday, October 9th. Yesterday, a fun-filled football day. Oh, my goodness.
Did you even leave your apartment yesterday?
It was beautiful. It was fantastic. Shout out to UTSA and to all the UT fans out there just setting records when it comes to the Red River rivalry. Oh, my goodness. But, of course, there's always that one team.
There's
Sarah
that
Spivey.
One team, Sarah.
Oh my gosh,
I was waiting for
that is so mean. But yes, my wonderful Aggies, they did lose, unfortunately, by 4 points to the #1 team, even though that #1 team was without their quarterback. But still. Okay, let's take a look outside with live cam. Beautiful to start the day. Nice sunshine, and it's 66 degrees outside. Now, you'll see that there's a mostly cloudy icon there. And the reason for that is there's some cirrus clouds out there right now, but generally a beautiful start to the day. Plenty of sun shining through those cirrus clouds. And today is going to look very similar to yesterday. We'll have some puffy cumulus clouds in the afternoon. You know what? A sprinkle may be possible today, but we're not going to see any rain really in any way. So it'll just be really nice out there. East-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Once the sun sets at 7:10, it's going to get comfortable. In the evening, temperatures will fall in the 70s. Overnight, Hurricane Julia made landfall in Central America. I'll have the latest on Julia and a potential cool front this week coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, an argument between neighbors ends in a triple shooting.
This all happening on the city's east side at an apartment complex. Officers were called to the Oak Meadow Villa apartments off of Rigsby Avenue. Police say it started when neighbors in two apartments across from each other started arguing. Both pulled out guns and allegedly began firing at each other. And 3 people were shot. They were all taken to different hospitals in the city. And according to police, both sides are blaming each other, and detectives are questioning any witnesses.
One of those people in the apartment complexes pulled out a firearm and began to fire upon the other apartment complex. We have one person shot from one apartment complex, and then we have 2 people shot from the other apartment complex. Right now, we're still trying to determine who was the suspect, who started the shooting. So that's what detectives are doing right now.
We also know one person is in critical condition with life-threatening injuries. 2 others in the hospital. They are expected to make a full recovery.
Well, hundreds of people coming together overnight to honor those who have lost loved ones due to blood cancer and honor those who are still battling.
This is the first year back in person for the annual Light the Night event since the pandemic. The event is put on by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Societies at Hemisphere. Last night started with a remembrance ceremony and ended with an evening walk lit with lanterns. People were able to walk with color-coded lanterns representing cancer patients they want to celebrate and remember.
I know a lot of people who didn't, and I can take this time to remember them and cherish that memory that I have of them. And like I said, just kind of remembering the journey that I really fought through and was able to make it on the other side. So I take this time out to just remember my friends that I've lost, remember my journey, and just, appreciate life at the end of the day.
Leukemia and Lymphoma Society South Central Texas region raises money for funding research and support for those affected by cancer. This was a 23rd year for Light the Night.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Dr. Shraddha Diwaldi, a breast radiation oncologist with UT Health San Antonio, MD Anderson Cancer Center. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for joining us this morning. First and foremost, what are some of the big risk factors of breast cancer that people watching should know about?
Women of older age who are smokers, obesity, use of any hormone pills, any family history of breast or ovarian cancer, getting pregnant at a later age or never having been pregnant, and never having breastfed are some of the risk factors that increase your chance of being diagnosed with breast cancer.
And we often talk about the importance of getting tested. So when and how often should someone get a mammogram?
There are many recommendations out there, but in general, all women over 40 should discuss getting a mammogram with their physician. If you have a family history of breast cancer or other risk factors like previous radiation, you should discuss even sooner getting a mammogram. There's two types of mammograms. One of them is a 2D mammogram, which is standard of care, a very good option, and it takes pictures of the breast from the front and side. If you have that available, it's a good option, like I said, and can help screen and diagnose breast cancers early. But a newer option is tomosynthesis, or a 3D mammogram. It takes pictures at extra angles and can help detect cancers, which are harder to find with a 2D mammogram, but it can also help determine normal lesions, which are called as possibly cancerous on a 2D mammogram. So if you have that available, you should ask for it.
So Dr. Dwaldi, you mentioned earlier one of the risk factors is any hormonal treatment. Does that include birth control pills? I've heard so many different things. Some studies saying birth control actually can decrease your risk, and some saying it actually increases.
Yes, so there's many different types of birth control. Some of them block two types of hormones, and some of them only block one type of hormone. You should discuss what type of hormones are blocked and whether or not it decreases your risk of breast cancer when you begin taking birth control. Or if you've taken birth control in the past, you should know the exact type of birth control you've taken when discussing your risk for breast cancer with your physician.
Okay, so I've also seen a lot of different things on social media, including TikTok. Does wearing a tight constricting bra, like a sports bra, cut off lymph drainage and lead to cancer later in life? And are wearing certain bras better to prevent cancer?
That's an interesting thought, and I haven't seen any definitive data that supports anything one way or another. If a patient came in with this concern, I would make sure that get a really good physical exam and understand their other risk factors before making a recommendation about screening. So if you have any concerns, whether it's wearing a certain type of bra, your lymph drainage, and how that relates to breast cancer, you should definitely discuss it with your physician. Overall, I would say the data is not strong for any type of bra causing breast cancer.
Now, we talked about some of the risks. How can women lower the risk of getting breast cancer?
So some basic principles are to eat healthy and nutritious food, exercise, and keep your weight at a healthy level. Limit your alcohol intake, as excessive alcohol use has been associated with breast cancer. Visit your doctor for regular examination, and make sure that you're getting your mammograms as soon as you qualify.
All right. I've also, a lot of women are doing genetic testing now and counseling. So how does a woman become a candidate?
So first of all, your primary care doctor and your OB-GYN are a good place to start. They can provide some basic counseling and understand your personal risk factors and how that contributes to breast cancer. Many women also qualify for formal genetic counseling, especially if they're diagnosed on an abnormal screening mammogram with breast cancer. So young patients, hormone negative patients, those with a family history of either breast or ovarian cancer, those patients generally do qualify for formal genetic counseling, often blood testing, and this can help them discuss with their siblings or their children their further risk down the road.
And last question for you, doctor. What does radiation for breast cancer usually involve?
So radiation is a non-invasive treatment that follows surgery and further decreases the risk of the cancer coming back in the breast and the lymph nodes. What type of radiation you get really depends on the type of surgery that you get and the results of that surgery. And women are recommended anything between no radiation or 1 to 6 weeks of radiation. And there are many modern techniques now developed within the last 5 to 10 years that allow us to give shorter courses of radiation and protect normal structures like the heart and the lungs. Women can continue to work, exercise, and live their normal lives. So it's a great option after you receive your definitive surgical treatment for further decreasing your risk of the cancer coming back.
Well, Dr. Shweta Dwaldi, thank you so much for your time this morning. Lots of great, really important information. Of course, we'll have all of this and the full interview on our website, ksat.com, later this morning. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Time now, just about 8:10, 66 degrees out.
All right, still to come, a contest in Texas giving children the opportunity to showcase their artwork, how it involves fishing.
All right, we saw in some of that video the beautiful sunrise. We had a beautiful sunrise this morning.
I'm surprised you didn't run up to the roof to get a pic.
You know, we had to prepare for the 8 a.m. show. I did think about it. I looked at the sunrise. I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. But you know what? We're going to hear from Sarah Spivey. Will we have more beautiful sunrises in the future? We're going to check in with her in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. So yesterday was the first day of the Barbacoa and Big Red Festival, and look, we know we were excited here. We had some Big Red on the show. We cheersed and kicking off an event that we haven't seen since the pandemic.
Of course, this was all shot this morning.
Right.
It's going to be a completely different story later today. This is the 10th annual classic celebration. It hasn't been around for 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So tickets for the event are on sale now. They're $10 a person. Things will kick off at 10 o'clock this morning. It's happening on the city's south side. Right there you can see an 18,000 block of Pleasanton Road. And then festivities from 4 to 11. Well, 10
a.m.
No, but I'm saying that on the music pavilion, we'll have certain things happening from 4 to 10 o'clock tonight. And then they're going to have certain artists. You can see all the name of the artist on our webpage right now, KSAT.com.
So we started the day yesterday with Big Red. Needed some barbacoa tacos, though.
Yeah, we did. You missed it, Sarah. We did a Big Red cheers on the desk.
Yeah.
Get things going.
Feel the sugar and caffeine setting me up for the rest of the day.
A lot of sugar in that bubblegum soda. But let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast for your Barbacoa and Big Red Festival. As we said, going on from 10 o'clock to midnight. Tonight on the city's south side, it is going to quickly warm up. You know, by noon already, we'll be in the low 80s. And in the afternoon, it's going to be in the upper 80s for the high temperature. But all in all, really pleasant weather. You know, there could be a sprinkle. Like the last couple of days, there's been a few areas where we've briefly seen a sprinkle, but we don't anticipate interrupting any major plans outdoors with any significant rain. Different story across Central America, though, today from Hurricane Julia. So Hurricane Julia still maintaining its Category 1 hurricane status. Overnight, it made landfall on the Nicaraguan coast. And Julia is expected to fall apart over land here, become a tropical storm by the end of the day, and maintain its tropical storm status, though, just weaker with 50-mile-per-hour winds as it skirts just to the south of El Salvador, but it will bring some tropical storm conditions to that country. However, it will reemerge into the Pacific and fall apart and not be a threat to the United States coastline. 66 degrees outside right now, nice and comfortable out there with some of those cirrus clouds. Calm wind conditions, dew points in the mid-50s. Good morning. In Carrizo Springs, it's still 59 degrees, 57 in Kerrville, 67 though in New Braunfels. It's 63 in Pleasanton, 63 in Del Rio. Good morning. In South Bexar County, it's 68 degrees, 59 Rio Medina, 59 in Bandera, and 54 up in Bernie. Today, you may have a little bit of weather deja vu because it's going to look very similar to yesterday. By noon, we'll be in the low 80s and partly cloudy skies this afternoon. A few puffy cumulus clouds. Again, one or two of those cumulus clouds may grow tall enough to produce a sprinkle, but because the atmosphere is going to be so dry, most of that will evaporate, so no rain chances really significantly this afternoon. East-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, 88 for the high temperature, and once the sun sets, it's going to be a pretty pleasant evening. And there's going to be things to look at in the sky. Coming up, I'll have a look at your sky gazing forecast in the next half hour. I hope you'll stick around for that. But for now, know that the afternoon high temperatures in your neighborhood, it'll be 90 in New Braunfels, 85 in Kerrville, 88 in Hondo, 86 in Del Rio, 90 in Cotulla, and 89 in Pleasanton. A little bit warmer than the seasonable average of 85 degrees. All right, on the satellite and radar weather setup, there is one shower in Webb County right now, just to the east of Laredo. But the rain across Texas is really in the panhandle right now. There is a closed low pressure system, trough of low pressure, that's been pushing off to the east, but it isn't going to be bringing south central Texas any kind of rain. Instead, it could bring some heavier rain to parts of West Texas from Midland, Odessa to Fort Stockton down to Presidio. These areas are under a flood watch. And as you can see on the Futurecast, there are going to be some storms there in areas of West Texas and north central Texas. But when we look at San Antonio, you can see that it stays dry. As that low dissipates and moves to the north, our rain chances across Texas go with it. However, by Wednesday, a cold front is going to be moving through the United States. Now, by the time this front reaches us Wednesday night, Thursday morning, it's going to be substantially weaker. And so as far as rain goes, I only anticipate a few isolated showers and storms during that window from Wednesday night into Thursday. Behind it, it's going to get breezy, and temperatures, unfortunately, are only going to drop by a couple of degrees. We'll be looking at highs in the mid to upper 80s Thursday and Friday. By Friday morning, it'll feel nice and cool with temperatures in the 50s behind that front, but until then, it's going to be pretty warm in the afternoons. We'll be at 91 by Wednesday. Small window for rain Wednesday night into Thursday as that front moves through. And we are seeing indications that we could have slightly better rain chances next weekend. We'll be able to refine that forecast for you. But coming up, I've got a look at our favorite kind of forecast, FIDO'S forecast with pictures of your pups. Hope you'll stick around for that, Sarah and Max.
All right, Sarah Spivey, when it comes to weather, you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, saying there's a chance.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:19, 66 degrees out.
Well, it's a perfect day to visit your favorite brewery because it's International Beer and Pizza Day, where you may be able to get some discounts on two coming up.
I don't know who comes up with these holidays, but I'm very thankful for
I
them.
love that there's a different one, like literally every day.
Well, it's great because it falls on a football Sunday, and football starts at 8:30 this morning, so
Beer and pizza
everyone
with
wins.
football.
Hey, go Pack Go. Only because I don't like the Giants. All right, are your kids artistic and enthusiastic about the great outdoors? Love the great outdoors. After the break, how a statewide contest could put their artwork in the spotlight thanks to Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 822, Fireball 6, Daily 4, 2558, Fireball 7.
And your cash 5, 3, 7, 8, 20, 28, Lotto Texas, 23, 29, 35, 38, 40, 49. And then here we go. Your Powerball numbers, 13, 43, 53, 60, 68. Powerball 5, Power Play 2. Good luck. We'll be right back.
So if you're into art and the great outdoors, Texas Parks and Wildlife has a special competition for you.
So this morning, we're talking about how you can show off your skills in the 2023 Texas State Fish Art Contest.
So the Texas Freshwater Fisheries Center is now accepting entries. The Fish Art Contest is put together to foster youth interest in fisheries and fishing. So participants must submit a completed entry form and an original illustration of a wild fish found in Texas. Participants in grades 4 to 12 are also required to submit a one-page creative writing piece. You can learn more online at tpwd.texas.gov, and we'll of course have that link for you on our website.
All right, it is such a special day across the country. It's time to commemorate a classic American combination.
We're talking about beer and pizzas. So today is International Beer and Pizza Day, celebrated every October 9th. Who knew?
See, I missed out on the celebration last year, so I need to compensate this year. So whether you prefer a pepperoni pizza, a pale ale, or everything, you got stouts, anything you need, the combinations are endless. What's your go-to pizza?
Oh, see, I'm like a bougie pizza,
Oh,
like a
you're the
nice,
worst.
yeah, like white pizza with the honey drizzle on it.
I got nothing for you. So some restaurants today are even offering specials on pizza and beer. Just give your favorite local restaurant a call. Let them know, hey, it's International Beer and Pizza Day. You guys should be celebrating. Small town breweries, beer companies, and pizza chains also may be joining in on the festivities. Well, I now know what I'm going to do today.
I know. Well, I know you were going to watch football all day.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get what was the white pizza with the honey drizzle?
Like the bee sting pizza
Just
with peppers and honey and white cheese. Yeah.
a lot. All right, time now, 8:26, 67 degrees out.
All right, a successful launch from SpaceX. Why this launch is important for cable TV.
Okay, and Such emotional moments yesterday. The San Antonio Spurs stepping up, helping out the community, visiting Uvalde. We're going to give you a full inside look, the sights and sounds in the next half hour. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It is Sunday, October 9th.
Yes.
Yes, I got it.
Well done. We made it. But no, the best part about being in October so far, 67 degrees. I mean, do you remember in July we were starting off in like high 80s?
Horrific. I will take this weather any day over that, Sarah Spivey.
Yeah, it has felt a little bit more like October, especially in the morning hours. Of course, still warm. Yesterday, our high was 89. Today, our high will be 88. So, yeah, we really haven't seen that real deal punchy cold front yet, even though there is a cool front in our forecast over the next 7 days. More on that in a bit, but first I wanted to start off your day with your FIDO'S forecast. Take a look at Penny and Ozzy. I love Penny's eyes. They're this deep blue, super cute. Thank you for sending in your pictures to our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. We are able to put on your pups here, and you can scan that QR code there, add pictures of your pups as well. If you are planning on taking the dog for the walk today, it is going to be a pleasant one. We'll have some clouds out there early this morning, but it's mostly sunny. And this afternoon, we're going to have puffy cumulus clouds out there. Temperatures will warm up to about 88 degrees for the high. All in all, a really nice day, but I did mention earlier that we have a cool front in the forecast next week. I'll tell you what that means for our rain chances and if temperatures will drop by all that much. That coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
So we have the breaking news from overnight we first told you about this morning. A feud between two neighbors at an apartment complex on the east side ends with 3 people shot.
Our Jonathan Cotto joining us live with more on that. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. You know, that's right. That shooting happening here earlier this morning. Police are still trying to piece together the details and learn exactly what led up to the altercation that ultimately ended in gunfire. We can take a look at what that scene looked like earlier this morning. We know San Antonio Police Department responded to the 2900 block of Rigsby. This is an apartment community on the city's east side, the Oak Villa Apartments. They tell us that it was an altercation between neighbors that lived right across from each other that ended in gunfire. They tell us 3 men believed to be between the ages of, believed to be in their 20s and their 30s who were involved in this shooting. 2 shot in one unit, 1 in another unit directly across the way. Now coming back out live, I can tell you that they've been taken to 2 different hospitals. One of those men in critical condition, while the other 2 were told are expected to be okay. But of course, this is a case that is under investigation. We're waiting for preliminary reports to come out, and we'll update you as more information is made available. Reporting from the city's east side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Well, the San Antonio Spurs brought the heat and the joy to Uvalde on Saturday, holding an open practice. The entire team was cheered on by Uvalde CISD elementary students and their families. The players ran drills and then helped out their smallest fans with some of the biggest dunks. So precious there. 4 months after the Robb Elementary tragedy, the Spurs players were hoping to bring joy on and off the court.
It goes to show it's bigger than basketball. The fact that we're able to come out here and have an impact like this on this community.
We know it's been tough, but you know, if we can just come out here and bring a little bit of joy, then today is a successful day for us.
Well, tonight the Spurs take on the New Orleans Pelicans at 6 p.m. at the AT&T Center with over 1,000 people from Uvalde as their special guests. And as always, you can expect those highlights from our sports team.
Well, this morning we're bringing you the continued coverage on the ongoing issues between the Tobin Hill community and the North St. Mary's Strip. So District 1 Councilman Mario Bravo hosting a community meeting yesterday afternoon trying to address the key issue of parking in the 2 areas. Remember, for months the community has been under heavy reconstruction. Nightlife crowds finding it very difficult to find parking, forcing them into nearby neighborhoods like Tobin Hill, obviously upsetting people who live there. Now, the councilman asked the people present at the meeting to submit suggested solutions, and KSAT asked him how he plans to develop these solutions if he plans to present it to the city council.
We're going to collect all this input, distill it down, and then revisit with the community and say, look, these are the top solutions we heard. This is the feedback we heard on how it would or would not work, and see where we can go from there.
No word yet on when the next meeting is, but it still remains unclear how the best suggested solutions could finally be put into action.
Well, trending right now on KSAT.com, a women's soccer coach at the University of Texas Permian Basin has been suspended after allegations of inappropriate behavior. So KMID, a news station out of Odessa, reports Carla Tejas was arrested on September 11th of suspicion of driving under the influence. So after her arrest, an anonymous group of students claiming to be the soccer team members sent a letter to the university officials describing inappropriate behavior from Tejas. So the letter says she asked players to help pay her bail, along with physical interactions with members of the men's soccer team. And there's some good news for the economy. More products made in America appear to be making comeback.
Okay, so a post-pandemic manufacturing boom is increasing profits and creating scores of new jobs. But still, there is a big demand for more skilled workers. CNN's Christine Romans explains.
They gave me an official offer today.
One open position filled.
This is our open requisition job book.
Countless more still open.
The number of jobs is just incredible.
At this training facility in Pittsburgh, job seekers are learning new skills to seize on a post-pandemic spike in manufacturing.
What's really heightened the issue of the big need and the big demand for these types of individuals is with the coupling of COVID and the individuals that were already looking to retire in the next 3 to 4 years.
Neil Ashbaugh is president and CEO of New Century Careers.
Come back.
It's a nonprofit for adults looking to enter the industry in the most competitive environment in years.
We have individuals that are completing these skilled training programs and yet are going out on 5, 6, 7 interviews, and those companies are all competing for that single source skilled individual.
Since 2020, U.S. manufacturing has increased its profits by more than $200 billion, offering hundreds of thousands of jobs each month. So what's behind the latest boost? At the Jennison Corporation, workers are busy making everything from firefighters' equipment to construction machinery. Hayden Jennison says recent supply chain issues overseas mean more new customers.
It was taking months for parts to not only get manufactured but come across, and they decided that they were willing to pay U.S. manufacturing pricing to be able to get that much faster.
Pricing and product demands have changed drastically in recent years. When service industries became scarce over the pandemic, demand for consumer products and, of course, PPE and medical equipment kept factory workers essential.
All right, well, that was Christine Romans reporting. So according to the latest numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, well, the United States adding 263,000 jobs in the month of September, slightly higher than what economists had estimated.
Well, Facebook's owner Meta is warning that as many as 1 million users may have had their login information stolen. So Meta's researchers have discovered more than 400 malicious Android and Apple apps designed to steal personal Facebook logins. A Meta spokesperson says the company is reaching out to the users who may be at risk. The malicious apps are disguised as games, photo editors, health and lifestyle services.
All right, SpaceX successfully launching 2 new communication satellites into orbit last night from the Kennedy Space Center. So take a look. The mission originally scheduled for Thursday, it was scrubbed because of a small helium leak. The Falcon 9 rocket carrying satellites owned by Intelsat. They will help keep dozens of cable TV channels on the air, including CNN. All right, we're in the midst of October.
Which is? Say it, Max.
It is spooky season.
Spooky season.
All right, so in honor of spooky season, a man from Illinois carving out his own place in the history books.
So how is he doing that? By growing the biggest pumpkin in the state this year. Mark Rivera has the story.
Good Gord, get a load of this guy.
I think this might be one of his biggest ever.
A giant prize of a pumpkin that was just named the largest in Illinois by the Illinois Giant Pumpkin Growers Association.
People that have never seen it before, that's what it's all about, seeing those reactions.
Joe Atkins is that gifted grower who found his calling carving pumpkins and wanted more.
With the carving aspect, I wanted to get into bigger and bigger mediums, so I decided that I'd have to grow them to get to the size that I wanted to carve.
Now, at the risk of playing whack-a-mole, Mark, I'm going to give you some of the stats on these gargantuan gourds. This is the biggest squash in Illinois, weighing in at 929 pounds. This is Joe's second biggest pumpkin at 1,580 pounds. And this is it, the biggest pumpkin in Illinois, weighing in at 1,760 pounds.
1760 was enough to give us the first place this year, so we were happy.
At its peak, that super squash was growing at 40 pounds a day and taking in 150 gallons of water every 24 hours for 3 months. And it's attracting quite the crowd.
I was kind of shocked when I saw it. I was like, this is really cool here. I'm surprised they don't have it at the fairground.
This guy always seems to have the biggest pumpkin, so he's got some kind of secret sauce.
But for Atkins, it's all about growing inspiration.
I've been growing for since I was probably 7. And he has been mentoring me, and he has been helping me.
Now, thanks to Atkins, 10-year-old Andrew Engel is giving them pumpkin to talk about.
I just feel like it's cool because no other kid in my grade grows pumpkins, and I feel like it's really cool.
Very cool indeed.
Future record holder right there.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of water though.
Think about all the pumpkin pies we can make.
I want to know, what do they do with the pumpkin? I know he probably carves them.
Yeah.
But I mean, does he at least after they're carved chop
Probably
it up?
live in that one.
You could with rent nowadays. Okay.
Time now, 8:41, 67 degrees out.
Let's take a look at what's coming up.
Coming up backstage, we are getting an exclusive look at The Color Purple, one of the first all-black casts to happen at the Woodlawn Theater.
Yeah, let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 67 to start your Sunday morning. Sarah Spivey is going to join us with your full weekend forecast in just a bit.
It's a show with a powerful story and even more powerful vocals. The Woodlawn Theater is putting on The Color Purple for the first time.
This is historical for the Woodlawn. This is the first time that we have an all-black cast and a black director. And this is also the premiere of this show in a theater like this in Texas.
To see black faces telling a black story that's so central to our experience. And so many people grew up on the movie, The Color Purple, right? So to see it be represented in this way and to be done well, I think will be just something really exciting to be a part of.
There aren't a lot of opportunities for us, people like me, people like the rest of my cast members here. So to be able to do a show that is an all-black cast that creates so many opportunities for performers that usually don't have those opportunities, and to be truly be able to show themselves on stage in all aspects, from singing, from dancing to acting. I think it's extremely important for other individuals to see that there are opportunities here and that we need to continue opening doors and creating those opportunities for individuals like ourselves.
If you want to see one of the last productions at the Woodlawn Theater's current locations, just go to KSAT.com. Alexis Page, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alexis.
Yeah, that was, first off, great job by Alexis, but the play looks amazing.
I know.
It does. Guys, you know what also was amazing? The sunrise this morning. It was absolutely beautiful. We got a picture in from St. Hedwig on the city's east side, on Bexar County's east side, rather. Take a look at this picture sent in through our KSAT Connect feature. You can see nice alto cumulus clouds, all right? Alto meaning middle. Cumulus clouds are those puffy clouds, alto cumulus clouds with the sunrise this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Currently it's 61 degrees in Bulverde, 61 in Bernie, 68 at Stinson, 68 in Devine, 65 in Hondo, 62 in Los Maples. Good morning in New Braunfels at 67 degrees. And as we take a wider view here across the nation, you can really see that northern tier of the United States enjoying the change of the seasons. It's in the 30s and 40s all across the northern tier of the United States, even getting down into the 40s in parts of Alabama early this morning. As for us, though, we are not really going to find that punchy cold front anytime soon. There is a cool front in our forecast this week, but it is on the weaker side. It's 66 degrees in San Antonio right now. Winds are calm. Dew points are low, so humidity is low too. And in the futurecast, I want you to see something here. So in the futurecast, as we go throughout the day into the afternoon, we'll start to see some puffy cumulus clouds develop. And there are some indications that we could see a sprinkle or two this afternoon, but I think this forecast model is overdoing it a little bit. And here's the reason why. This afternoon, it's going to be very dry at the surface. So even if one of those cumulus clouds can grow tall enough to produce some rain, that rain would evaporate before it hits the surface. So maybe a sprinkle or two this afternoon, but I didn't even put any rain chances in there because it's not going to matter really. Today we're going to be warm and comfortable this afternoon. High temperature going to be 88 in San Antonio. That's 3 degrees above the average. It'll be 88 in Hondo, 88 in Bandera, 85 in Kerrville, 90 in Seguin, 90 in Floresville. It'll be 89 in Pleasanton and 86 in Uvalde. All right, but tonight, look to the skies because it is the full Hunter moon. Why is it called the Hunter moon? Well, the Hunter moon is the first full moon after the harvest moon, and the harvest moon was actually in September this year. So this is the full Hunter moon, and you're actually going to see Jupiter there toward the evening in the eastern sky just near the moon. The moon will rise at 7:19 in the east horizon and set early tomorrow morning in the west horizon. And you should have good viewing tonight. There could be some cirrus clouds out there, but generally low humidity, pretty pleasant, and those cirrus clouds may make it look a little spooky like Halloween. So pretty nice viewing tonight. Temperatures are going to fall into the 70s by midnight. All right, and our weather setup, some showers across the panhandle. There's a closed low pressure system in the upper levels of the atmosphere that's fueling some of this rain. And in fact, there's going to be quite a bit of rain for parts of West Texas from Presidio all the way up to Midland, Odessa. And there's a flood watch in effect for that area of Texas. But as you can see here in San Antonio, we're going to stay dry. No rain from that low pressure system. And in fact, even with the front that is expected to move through Wednesday night, Thursday morning, our rain chances are on the lower end. We're only talking isolated rain Wednesday night into Thursday with breezy conditions behind that front. And this really won't pack quite the punch that many of us want for cooler weather. It'll just knock down those highs by about 5 degrees. Mornings will be comfortable though. We'll be looking at 59 early Friday morning. And some indications that next weekend we could have a shot at rain. So I'll be here all day looking at those forecast models as we get them in a little bit closer to the weekend. We'll be able to refine that forecast too. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. The moon even this morning was crazy.
It's beautiful.
Standing in the parking lot, I was like, oh, wow. You touch, I felt like Bruce Almighty. So, yeah, come on down here. Time now. Just about 8:51, 68 degrees out.
All right, 50% of workers in the U.S. say they are stressed out in their job every single day. But is quiet quitting the answer? After the break, why you may want to think twice before putting it into practice.
Well, over the next couple of days, we'll have pretty similar weather. We'll have comfortable mornings and warm afternoons. The thing is we have a small chance for isolated rain Wednesday night and Thursday as a weak cool front moves through. Temperatures will only be in the upper 80s behind that front. But again, see, not a big temperature drop from that front. We're still waiting on our first fall real deal front where temperatures could drop by potentially 10 or more degrees, but we really don't see much of that in the forecast, unfortunately, for us over the next several days. Max and Sarah, what have you guys got planned for your Sunday?
All right, so it is International Pizza and Beer Day.
Yes.
So we have to celebrate accordingly. It also happens to be NFL Sunday, and the Packers and Giants are playing right now, so we're really getting an early start to the morning.
How do you feel? You like these early morning games?
I love these early morning games.
They're
in London. Jon Snow, for all you Game of Thrones fans out there, he did a whole photo shoot this morning with the NFL because they're trying to attract all these people to the game.
Kit Harington?
That one.
Yeah,
See, I
love him. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I know nothing, Max Massey. But yes, Cowboys taking on the Rams this afternoon. Should be a good game. Cooper Rush still holding it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak said he can now grip a football, which is, a good start
do you think
to go in the right direction.
Dak's going to take that
I don't
spot
think
again?
there's a competition. I think if you pay someone $40 million, you have a secure spot at the table. That being said, have a great rest of your Sunday.
Go Cowboys.